Hi everyone, this is Elise, also known as Stamper Girl for the TLC Designs. Today I'm going to be using the Gerbera Daisy background stamp. It's a small stamp, but it is a fantastic one. I am going to be using it to make paper casting. This stamp is a 4x4 square stamp, and it's perfect for this technique. You will need a stamp, and you see an acrylic, but you don't need to have an acrylic board. You're gonna need, yep, guys, you're seeing it right, toilet paper. Any type, quilted, not quilted, soft, not soft. You just pick, okay? Whatever you have at home. And you're gonna need a spray, water spray, okay? You will start. You can and cannot, it depends on what you want to do. You can stamp with Versamark ink at the beginning, but it's not a must. And I'll show you. I'll do one without it. I'm just gonna water down a few sprays. You also will need, I find it's so much easier to do it if you have like a stiff brush. Okay? And if you notice, you want this wet, okay? And you want to stipple down nice, oops, nice and hard. Sorry about that. A little bit. I'll be more careful with the camera. I wanted to make sure that you guys could see it, so I am bringing the camera pretty close. Okay. This is pretty thick, like pretty big glitter. Let me show you. Like there are bigger pieces. Okay. I'm gonna put some in there. And now I'm going to put my next paper. First one I put this way, so now this one I'm going to put it opposite direction. I want to be sure that this is nice and wet. And I am pouncing. Okay, oops. Let's see if you hoping that this one show up because this glitter is super, super chunky. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to put another piece and I'm going to rotate it again. Start with like spray some ink or do some pastel or watercolor crayons on your stamp before the first layer. And then when you start putting layers, the water is going to activate those. You could use marker, like anything that is water based, so it gets activated when you add the water. The other thing that you will need, forgot to mention it, this is just a nice thing to have. You could leave it like this and wait for it to dry. I actually like using one of these chamois to pick up some of the extra water. That should be perfect. I'm going to put my chamois away so it doesn't dry out. I'm going to do one last pouncing. And now I'm going to pull my cast. And to pull your cast, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can just try and see how it removes like that. You could also like pull the stamp or the rubber stamp out. And that's coming out. Okay. Let me bring it up near. And you see the glitter in there. It's kind of super cool. It's in between, it's trapped there. And now you could, I recommend to let it dry. You could use a blow dryer or a heat gun, but be very delicate because you don't want the parts to separate. Okay. Let me show you a few samples. Another one that I did, same stamp, but then while it was wet, I added spray and colored it. See the texture. It is super lightweight. You can cut this. Not sure what could be, you could probably die cut it too, but before die cutting it, I probably would do a layer of water and glue just to make sure that your papers don't come apart. And this is how we started. Wasn't it pretty? And we have this example and this example. You can do this with any of your stamps. I usually prefer doing it with something that does not have any text because it will be the wrong way. But you can do this with embossing folders. You can do it with stencils. You can do it with rubber stamps, the clear stamps, obviously, like we just did with this beautiful Gerbera Daisy by TLC Designs. Well, I hope you like this video. Remember, like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll make sure to reply to each of them. And if you have any samples that when you try this technique, show us. We would love to see it. Again, this is Stamper Girl for TLC Designs. Thank you.